My name's Rafa, and this is my clay marble project for ELA Gate 7. And I'm here to interview my friend Mr. Pham on the theme of family and hope in the clay marble. And he kind of had like an experience like Dara and her family in the book. So I'm just going to ask him a few questions. In the book, The Clay Marble, the characters have to flee their home. Did you ever have a similar experience?
Yes, I had a similar experience. My family lived in a country called Vietnam, and there was a war in Vietnam from 1955 to April 30, 1975. That's when the war ended, and the North Vietnamese took over South Vietnam. My family lived in South Vietnam. So then many people in South Vietnam attempted to flee South Vietnam because they did not want to live in the communist oppression that was created by the North Vietnamese. After the North Vietnamese army took over, they would send soldier into your house, and they would have the soldier live with you. They would take all your possession, they would spy on you. If they didn't if they thought that you were trying to do something against the government, they would arrest you and put you in jail and put you in labor camp for many years. My father was a soldier in South Vietnam, so therefore he really had to get out of South Vietnam. My father and my mom, they had 4 children. I had 3 sisters. I was the second oldest, and so they decided they wanted to flee. And my dad built a boat, a wooden boat, and he and the total number of people was about 117 people. About 117 people got on this wooden boat, and then one night we got on the boat, and then we set sail from South Vietnam to try to go to the country of Thailand, which is close to South Vietnam. And Thailand by boat is about 3 days away, but unfortunately the person that was responsible for the navigation, he leaned on an oil barrel that was empty, and he fell into the ocean and he disappeared. So we didn't have a navigator, and then our engine failed, so we were stranded in the ocean for about 2 weeks. Okay, so and then during that 2 weeks period, we were attacked by pirates at least 10 times. Fortunately, no one was killed, but they did rob us of all of our possession. They took any jewelry we had, any money. We didn't carry money, but we carried gold. Okay, they took all the gold, they took any jewelry, and then we were stranded for about 2 weeks. And fortunately, the Thai Coast Guard found us. We paid them some money, and then they towed us into Thailand. So that was basically what happened. Again, the ordeal was very difficult. There were a lot of violence. I know my dad, they tried to shoot my dad. He still able to escape. They did, these are pirates, aside from stealing money. Can I talk to them about other stuff too, or no? Well, I don't know what extent I can talk to them about, but there were a lot of stuff. They also, they attacked the woman and girl on the boat too. So there was a lot of bad stuff they did. But we after a couple of weeks we were able to make it to Thailand.
My second question is, in the clay marble, they stay at a refugee camp. Did you have to stay at one? How old were you, and how long did you stay?
Okay. We ended up in the Thailand refugee camp. It was basically a place where before it used to be a place where they kept cattle. There are no more cattle there. You had they have a foundation, concrete foundation, and they have a roof over your head. And we stayed there for about 1.5 years. Okay, and I stayed there with my family. It was just it was open. People sometimes they have like cardboard and they built little walls around it. But that was all we had, and then. So we did stay in refugee camp for 1.5 years. After 1.5 years, we then went to Singapore, and then after that, we went to the United States. So yes, we did stay in the Thailand refugee camp on an island for about 1.5 years. And I have some photo. This is a photo. I don't know if you can see, but see this is a photo here.
Yeah.
This is a photo when we got there. Okay, they gave us a number. Okay, that was our number. And then when we were on the refugee island. This is a photo of the family on the refugee island right there. Okay. So again, it looks very nice. It's a beautiful island, but remember we're a refugee, so we didn't live in a house. We live out in the open basically for about 1.5 years, and then we had to go and get the food. The government, I think they passed out food or something. I went to go some distance to get food and water. Okay.
And my third question is, in the clay marble, the characters are hungry. They get food sometimes from a food truck that is only for children. What was that similar to your experience?
Yeah. So what happens that after we stayed on the refugee